This is episode 1 of the Liquid Courage podcast. Again, anybody that is on my stream right now, I'm going to be talking about my topics first. I'll be checking the chat every once in a while, every now and again, not as much as a normal stream. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Let's start with the fucking Eagles. Let's start with my Eagles, man. For real. Let's start with my Eagles. We got our ass whooped the last 2 weeks. That's the truth. We got our ass whooped. We got outplayed. We got outsmarted, outcoached, out hustled, out physicaled, out toughed. Everything that a team can do better than you the last 2 weeks. The San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys both did in the last 2 weeks. Some people say that the Buffalo Bills also did that, but whatever. We won the game, so can't say that, right? I'm not gonna lie, this one sucks because this was probably one of the worst games I've seen the Eagles play in a long time. And it's weird for me, right? Because I've kind of not forgot what it feels like to be an Eagles fan and lose, but not in the fashion that we lost. Usually when we play the Dallas Cowboys, at least it's a close game. It's usually a close game. But this one wasn't. It was a beatdown. So it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good to watch. We looked terrible, sloppy, dusty, soft, all those things that you could possibly say about a team. We were all those things. We were trash. We were very, very bad. We looked like one of the worst teams in the NFL last night. We looked like one of the worst teams in the NFL in the last 2 weeks. We need to play better. I'm confident the Eagles will play better. Yeah, it was terrible. Terrible. But we take our L's on the chin. That's the truth. We take ours on the chin. Unlike these other fan bases, like, those who shall not be mentioned, who beat us the last 2 weeks. If we would have beat both those teams, those fan bases be crying, saying we cheated, all this other shit, and we don't deserve to win, blah, 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 blah. So, but we as Eagle fans, for the majority, we take our L's on the chin. But I can be honest about some things that I've seen. So let's get into it. First part, let's talk about the offense. Too many fucking turnovers. I'm going to say it again. Too many fucking turnovers. Off top of my head, too many turnovers. I think there were 3 or 4 turnovers in the game. There were 3 or 4 turnovers, at least. Fumbles, no picks, so that's good for Jalen Hurts, but fumbles lose you games. I'm pretty sure 3 of the fumbles were in the red zone, or 2 of them were in the red zone, so we had the momentum to come down and score. We fumbled the ball. Can't do that. That literally changed the momentum of the game. I personally think that the score does not tell the story of the game. Yes, we got our ass whooped, but there were plenty of opportunities for not only for us to score, but definitely opportunities for us to win that game. We just turned the ball over. It looks terrible. That's the truth. It just looks ridiculous. If you lose the ball, you lose the game. It's literally that simple. So I don't know. It looks like, to me, if I could be honest, it looks like the Eagles were trying to make the winning play every single time. They're trying to win the game off one play. And that's not how football works, man. It's not how the fuck it works. You cannot win a game off one play. You can't turn the game. You can turn the momentum of a game around in one play, which I think we were on the cusp of doing when Fletcher Cox got the fumble, and then we ran it back for a touchdown. Devontae Smith gets the ball. He fumbles. That was the end of the game. That's when I turned it off. I was like, this is embarrassing. This is shitty. Like, y'all need to tighten the fuck up. That's what I'll say. I love my Eagles, and this is why I can be mad, because I'm pissed, because we can play better. That's the truth. That we can play way better than the fuck we played. and we will play better. I'm confident we'll play better. The reality is we need to commit to running the ball, right? That's part of the playing better is us committing to running the ball. No team can stop us if we commit to running the ball. We have one of the best offensive lines. We got our offensive line protects our running backs who can literally, we've shown it. If we commit to running the ball, teams can't beat us. I don't understand what Brian Johnson his play calling is or why he's choosing the schemes or what he's choosing. Just commit to running the ball. Nobody can really stop us from doing that. And that's what's shown is that in all the games that we won is because we committed to running the ball. We could, even in the Dallas game, we were down. We had enough time where we could have committed to running the ball. Dallas is a finesse team. That's the truth. They're a fucking finesse team. They can't stop us from doing anything that we wanted to do. So that's what I will say. Um, just run the fucking ball. Because even if we get close, we could brotherly shove, right? We could do the brotherly shove. Boom, we get 3 yards off of that. I'm not saying do it every time because it's crazy, but you have it. You have an ace in your back pocket, and you're not even giving yourself an opportunity to use it. If you run the ball 3 times and on 4th down, you know you get a free yard at least. Why not do it? They come up, they have to play, they have to put an extra man in the box to stop the run. Guess what happens now? Play action pass, boom. Now you get to do those big plays that you want to do. This is silly. But let's go. Come on, man. Eagles can be way better than that. I say all that to say, um, this is a side note. This is an asterisk. If somebody knows the plug to all the Eagles merch, send it to me. I need it expeditiously. I need it. I have the blanket. I have the Eagles blanket, but I need more stuff. That's the truth. I have a shirt. I have an old shirt from like back in college, but I just need more stuff. I need more Eagles stuff. That's the truth. I need it. Need it. This is more of a technical thing, right? Why the why the hell are we targeting Stephon Gilmore instead of Bland? Like I don't get that. I don't get who is calling the plays, who is going dialing up the schemes where they're looking and like, oh yeah, we're gonna go at the former defensive player of the year, Stephon Gilmore. We're gonna go at him even if because he's old. No, why not line up and scheme on DaRon Bland? He's just like what's his name? The QB corner that's hurt. Trayvon Diggs. He's just like him. If you hit him with double moves, you can literally fry him all game because he's going for picks. Why not go at him instead of going at Stephon Gilmore? Like I don't really get it. I don't really understand the play calling because like it looks like to me like they were like, all right, here we're gonna put our players in space and then let them do what they do. Stephon Gilmore, that does not work on him even at 33. He'll be able to do it till he's 40, right? Because he's disciplined. He's going to stay where he's supposed to be, let you make a move, and then he'll react to the move. That's why literally AJ Brown could not break away from him. That's the truth. Because of he's too disciplined for that. He's way too disciplined for that. Do I think AJ Brown could cook him? Yes, but not like that. Not in like, hey, let's throw a quick slant or a quick in route or a quick out route and then think he's gonna make a play. That's not gonna happen. Not on Stephon Gilmore. He's too good for that. And I really hate giving the Cowboys props. And that's just me saying, like, look, like, go at DaRon Bland. Go at everybody else. Like, hell, you can even run the ball at Micah Parsons. Like, he's good at getting sacks, but like he lines up off sides every fucking time. Just literally just run the ball at him. He cannot stop him from doing that. So yeah, I don't know what they need to do. We need to get a trend going, something. I just seen in the chat that let Hodge call the plays. That's a fact. Let me call the plays because I'm literally just gonna run the ball. Can't stop it. They can't stop it. We're trying to get dubs. We're trying to get to the Super Bowl. Running the ball will get us back to the Super Bowl. I guarantee that. But right now, we don't look like a Super Bowl team. That's the truth. Offensively, defensively, overall, we just don't look like a Super Bowl team. That's the truth. But we'll talk about that in a bit. Defense. I'm not sure what the plan is. Um, we have one of the best cornerbacks in the league, even if he's playing not at as high of a level as he was last year. But still, let Darius Slate travel with the best corner, and then you develop your defensive schemes around that. Our defense has been getting cooked all year. We can't hold leads. We get out to a big lead, and then we give it up, or our defense plays so bad that our offense literally has to turn it up a notch, and it's getting frustrating to see. It's either one or the other, and it's frustrating to see because a lot of those players that were on the team last year, they're here now. Now, of course, we lost CJ Gardner Johnson to the Lions, but I don't think we should go from one of the top defenses in the league to the worst defense to one of the worst defenses in the league, literally off one player. That does not happen. That is coaching. Our defensive coordinator, I don't know what you're doing, but you probably need to get let go after this year. We probably need to we need to either bring the one we had back, if either I don't even know, or we need to go get somebody who knows what they're doing, because he's not putting any of our players in a position to succeed or play at an elite level. He's just not doing it. He need to go. He need to get the fuck up out of there. And you already know how the Eagles rock. When you gotta go, it's your time. We just signed Shaq Leonard during this week, which is a big pickup, by the way. I think that's a big pickup. Our linebacker core is super injured, right? Our linebacker core is like super, super, super injured. So it's good that we pick somebody up. Problem. Why the fuck is he out there after like a week, right? He hasn't had enough time to learn the schemes. He's just out there, just running around, just flying around, just acting on instincts. He doesn't know what the defense is doing. He doesn't know what's going on. Like, maybe get him a couple snaps here and there, but like he was out there a lot. I don't get it. I don't get it. Give him a week. We don't have to rush him to be out here. We're playing a long game. Reality is we probably would have lost that game anyway, whether he was there or not. Fuck it. Give him a week. Let him learn some shit. We'll be all right. We'll be on business. I don't have anything positive to say about our defense except for it was good last year. It used to be star-studded. It used to be really tough. We have a lot of those same guys back, and it just doesn't look the same. We don't look as physical. We don't look as tough. Our pass rush is fine. That's the thing. Our front four still really good. I'm not worried about them. Everybody else is not playing up to par, not up to snuff is what they were doing last year. That's what I will say. Refs. Let me just make this a PSA for the refs. Y'all fucking suck. Let me say it again. Refs. Y'all suck. Do I need to say it a third time? Refs. Y'all suck. You are not good. Reffing is starting to get out of pocket. The reffing in the NFL is starting to get out of hand. It's starting to get out of hand in sports in general. It's starting to look like they have their hand in Vegas. Reffing is starting to get out of hand. So either two things are going on right now. Either one, refs are cheating, or B, two, wherever you want to slice it, the refs are too old to continue to be reffing the speed of the game. Or there's an option that I don't really believe. It's that our refs are there's not enough. I don't think that's true. I think it's one of the first two. They got a hand in the pocket in Vegas, and it shows. Or B, they're too old to ref the game. You somebody great pawpaw, great grandpawpaw, reffing a game with people who are running 4-3. You can't keep up. And but the reason why it looks like the refs have hands in the pockets of Vegas is because why? Every game should be refed exactly the same. You can't go one game and call something, then go another game and call something. Like, we still to this day don't know what a pass interference is. We still don't know to this day. Oh, you say it's if the defender makes a non-football move or impedes the receiver's progress from catching the ball. First of all, if I'm a defender and this dude is trying to Randy Moss on me and try to go, no, put my hand in there and I'm blocking the ball down. And if he don't catch it, they're gonna throw a flag depending on what team it is. That's crazy. Refs, y'all gotta do better. Y'all made the game worse. Y'all made the game look way worse. I'm gonna be honest. Because there were times where like literally we started to pick up some pace, started to pick up the momentum. Ref throw a flag. We'll get a stop on third and long. They throw a flag. Like, it happened a couple times in the game, and it looked like we never had a chance to win this game. This is why fans of teams can never, they could feel like, man, if it wasn't for these refs, we would have won this game. This is why I don't feel like, even without the refs, I don't think we would have won the game. I do think it would have looked a little better. I do think the game would have been a lot closer. The turnovers are what killed us. That's what made us lose, was the turnovers, not the refs. The refs just made it look worse. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. Fine. That's a fine. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not in the NFL. I can't even look. That's the thing about the NFL. I can't even react to the fucking videos on the channel. I can't even react to the videos on the channel. Get these refs up out of here, bro. But that's all good. We ain't gonna rant about that. Um, overall thoughts about the team as a whole. We don't look like a Super Bowl team. We don't look like the team that was literally running through competition last year. We don't look like that same team. We look like a shell of that team. If the team this year played the team from last year, I don't think it'd be a close game. I think it'd be a beat down, like probably worse than any team has done to us all year. They might put 50 on this team. I'm not gonna lie. Same player, same team. Oop, my bad, chat. What's the word? What's good, Ty? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Still, even though with all of this shit going on, even though all the Eagles are shitty right now, they look shitty. We got 3 easy games coming up. Well, no, we got 4. It depends. See, we got Seattle coming up. If Geno plays, that'll be a tougher game, but I think we'll still win. But then after that, we have 3 literally cakewalk games. We got the Giants, who are terrible. We got the Cardinals, who are not good. And then we got the Giants again, like I said, terrible. So we got 3 games coming up where we need to get our shit together and tighten it the fuck up. That's what we need to do. So we got 4 teams left where we can literally get a practice run and try out shit and figure out what we gonna do. That's what we need to do. We'll still probably finish as the 1 seed. We look sloppy all year. That's the truth. We look sloppy all year long. And these last 2 games showed it. I think, like, not even I think, I know for a fact that when I seen that game, I turned the game off. I didn't finish it. And I don't think I've ever done that. Just walked away from an Eagles game. Ever. Like, and just turned it off. Never happened. Yesterday, what happened yesterday? I definitely turned that shit off. I was disappointed. Um, but a couple positive takeaways. We got through our gauntlet of tough games, our hard games. We came out 4-2. We were supposed to come out 3-3, negative, all this bullshit. We were supposed to come out 3-3 and split. We came out 4-2. It's just the 2 teams that we lost to. It looks bad. We lost to the 2 teams that we got to get through to go to the Super Bowl, and now they think they're better than us, which they are right now. That's fine. We lost. We take those L's on the chin. We were supposed to split. Now, here's what I will say. Do not let us figure it out. Do not let us figure it out. Because if the Eagles figure it out and they get done every single thing they need to do, trust me, none of these teams is going to want to play us. None of them. Not a single one. And on top of that, I'm going to be talking so much shit because all I see on my timeline are Eagles haters. They hating on our coach and his passion. They hating on Jalen Hurts because he's black and he's a quarterback and he's dominating the league. They hating on all these things. Like, man, we not finna do none of that. If the Eagles figure it out, mark my words. Remember this podcast. Remember episode 1. Remember all of this shit. If we figure it out, it's up. And I'm talking so much shit. And y'all not going to be able to stop me. That's a fact. It's going to get spooky. Don't even let us. I don't even care if we win the Super Bowl. I do care if we win the Super Bowl. That's cap. That's cap. But don't let us get back. Don't let us get back. And we beat those two teams to get back. Oh, I'm gonna be talking so much shit, man. But that's gonna do it for that segment of the podcast. Liquid Courage. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Fine, that's a fine. What's the word? Let Hodge call the plays. What excuses have you been seeing about LeBron and the end season? Now that I just botched that. What excuses you been seeing about the end season turning now that LeBron won again? Yeah, we're going to get into that too. We're going to get into all of that. Let me see. Next part of the topic. Let's talk about Project Loki. So I played a game. It's not sponsored, by the way, at all by any means. I played a game by the name of Project Loki. I've been paying attention to this game for a while. I seen it on Twitter randomly. Just scroll. You scroll. I found some shit. I seen it on Twitter. I'm like, let me look at this. That's interesting. I signed up for the playtest, the beta. I got some things to say about this game. It's interesting. It's definitely an interesting game. I would definitely recommend looking it up on YouTube. They don't want us to post, any clips or anything from the game. So I won't do that out of respect for the developers of the game. But I will talk about, my experience playing the game. I played the playtest every day. Not the whole time, but I played enough games to feel pretty comfortable about my experience. It was different. It was fun. Different than other BRs. It was a battle royale, but it has the league style camera angle. So if you're familiar with the League of Legends camera angle, it was that, but it was a BR and you can see like the whole map and all that. It wasn't too complicated coming over from me. I'm a controller player predominantly. Like I rarely ever play an MK game. It's almost to the point where if a game's MK, I won't play it if it doesn't support a controller. But it wasn't too complicated switching over, but it still had some depth, some layers to it. There's 100% a skill gap, 100% a skill gap. But the looting wasn't quite clear to me. I don't know if maybe I skipped through the tutorial too fast. The looting, of course, it was easy to loot, but I didn't understand, like, why would I take this item over this item? Or it just says, up, but it doesn't say necessarily that's better. But maybe that is just that straightforward. It's just like, hey, if you take this item, it's automatically better. And that's just that. I wasn't quite sure on how to loot the shields, how you upgrade your shields. I know there's the tool stations where you can upgrade things, but the looting system, maybe they can give a little bit more of a description on things, like on the sidebar when you like hover over stuff. That would probably be cool. That would be one of my small complaints. To explain the game in the best way, it is Apex, Smash Bros, League of Legends, which is what they stated. It's a combination of all the games, right? There's a decent sized cast of roster of characters. It has the Apex feel because of the revival system. So if you get knocked out in the match, all your teammate has to do is stand over you for about 3 to 5 seconds. I can't remember exactly, but I think it's somewhere between 3 or 5. If they stand over you for 3 or 5 seconds, you literally get an automatic revive. Literally. and you get right back up and you can get right into the fight. And you don't come with like 0 HP. I think you have like half your HP back, which is cool. Um, if you get eliminated completely, and it's the same thing in the reverse, right? So if you knock someone down and they're like a little spirit ball like floating around, if you hover over them, then you stand over them for like 3 to 5 seconds, you eliminate them from the game. Now somebody can get your death box, they could take you to a revive reboot station, you come back, you back in the game, you Gucci. So that's the Apex element. Smash Bros element. This is probably my favorite part of the game, literally. So there's a gliding mechanic. You can glide and fly across the terrain, and you can like grind on the rails and all that stuff. But you can float on the terrain, right? And the benefit is it has a timer, so you can't just stay in the air the entire time, right? Here's the cool thing about being careful with your glides where you can't stay in the air the entire time. If you're gliding over an area where there's like a cliff where you would die if you fell in there, if another player hits you while you're gliding, you automatically just get spiked frame one. Like it looks like a Super Smash Bros. Spike, legit. Like you literally bow in the abyss. So that's cool. And of League of Legends style, of course, the camera angle, the character designs, all League of Legends style. I don't think there's any League of Legends characters in the game, but it was definitely like the style, the art style, which is cool, which is fine. It was fun. All the characters felt different. The map was unique, like I said, with the grinding the rails, the float, with your the flying. All the characters felt completely different. There were like 10 characters in the assault class, and none of them felt the same. My favorite character is Ronin because he was black and he had a sword. That was fire. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Project Loki. I hope they come out with another playtest or open beta. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see what comes out of that because it could be something really incredible. I think something really cool could come out of that. Did my headset just die? Hold on, chat. My headset just died. Put my battery up in here real quick. I guess it's a good time to while I get my headset in check. Look at my topic list. My topic list. Oh yeah, I guess it's a good sector to say again. I will be streaming on the Still Series channel December 18th. December 18th, I will be live on the Still Series channel from 1 to 4 Central Time, 2 to 5 Eastern Time. I'll be streaming some Smite for 3 hours. It's all for charity. The more money we raise as a group, as a collective, the more prizes we give away. We give away a ton of prizes. What I would like for my community anyway, just pull up. Y'all don't have to donate a dollar. Just pull up. Just pull up, say hi, say what's up, say we're here for Hajj. Looks good for me, makes me happy, all that stuff. Just the whammies need to pull up. That's all I'm saying. Whammies, y'all need to show some love, show some support. We'll be good. We'll be good. And I will accept all the love and appreciation that y'all do for me. Let's see. What up, Zark? Ty, I hope everything is good with you, my guy. I hope everything is good with everybody. Mm, oh, what's good? What's good? What's good? I might get some smiting after this. So I don't know what you're doing, but if you want to stick around, I might get some smiting. I'll see how Jay feel after this. After this game. She's practicing right now, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Last topic of the podcast. Let's go. Last topic. Let's talk about it, right? Y'all know I'm a LeBron fan. I've been telling y'all, y'all know this. LeBron and the Lakers. I'm sick of the LeBron hate. Let me say it again. I'm sick of the LeBron hate. The man is cold. You can say what you want. He can't shoot like Steph. He old. He can't whatever. He's done everything that you could possibly do. He lost in the finals. Okay. Okay, I'm not even debating that. Whatever, right? The man literally has done everything that you can do as a professional player, period. He has accomplished everything, right? Now, we have this in-season tournament. The first time it's ever been created. The first time. LeBron wins. LeBron, let me not just say LeBron. LeBron won the MVP, but the Lakers won. W's. Shout to LeBron. If you see this, LeBron, send me some Dre beats. That's what I'm going to tell you. Send me some Dre beats. That's what I'll say. Send me some beats. Something. No, I'm just playing. Send me a jersey. That's what I want. I want a jersey. Bron, send me a jersey. Type shit. Here's what I'll say about the in-season tournament. I didn't really understand it at first, but you really had to pay attention. They had the games on certain days. The pool games that you had on those certain days, your record based off that puts you in a seeding in your pool. You play in your pool to get to the final 8 of the tournament. Then, after the final 8 of the tournament, it is a one game wins everything. One game wins wins you to the next round. You keep winning, you get to the finals, you win. Each season tournament, you get 500K. Right? Cool. Who, even if LeBron's playing for 500K, who cares? If he playing, everybody else can play. I don't want to hear it's an in-season tournament. Don't nobody care. Yada yada yada. Those games were some of the most competitive games I've seen in a long time. So I don't want to hear that shit at all. Now, what I will say, LeBron wins. The Lakers win. Everybody hates. Oh, LeBron, you won this because you're not gonna win another NBA Finals. Yada yada yada. First of all, we don't even know that yet because it ain't happened. Now, granted, the Lakers don't look good right now, except for in these in-season tournament games. They have not looked good. I will be the first to say that they have not looked that good. But what if, right? Momentum happens. What if there's a world where the Lakers take the momentum, remind you, AD dropped 40 and 20. He takes the momentum and goes on carries it throughout the season. The team starts to play better. They're starting to get healthier. We don't even have our whole team back yet. The Lakers still aren't fully everything right yet. They start to figure it out. They start to put stuff together, put stuff where it need to go. Now you get in the playoffs, and this is the scariest team. Nobody wants to play them because they have the most complete team. Are they the best at everything? No. But they have the most complete team. Like outside of like the Nuggets have a pretty complete team. The Kings have a pretty complete team. The Lakers have a pretty complete team. Every other team outside of them can be had. They have holes in their team. The Suns, we don't know about their depth, anything. Bradley Beal, we just don't know. I don't even think he's played a game with them yet. So like we don't know what they're gonna be, right? Golden State, they don't look like Golden State at all. Who else is usually in or would be in contention? The Pelicans. Zion look crazy right now. We're not even gonna talk about Zion. Like it is what it is. He gonna do what he gonna do. He a grown man. That's Freaky Z. Freaky Z gonna do what he gonna do. I mean the Clippers. They're the Clippers. Like they're the Clippers. We don't even gotta talk about them. Shout out to Podcast P though. I will say that. Shout out to Podcast P. Big shout out to Podcast P. Yeah, they like don't like what if they take that momentum and they just run off. They run off, get to the championship, They beat everybody they need to beat. They get to the NBA Finals and they win the championship. What if that happens? I mean, of course, the opposite is likely. What if they just happen to just win this and they're not good at anything else, and they just this is an aberration. So what? It's an in season tournament. It was extra competitive games that we got to see. Who can be mad about that? People are trying to compare the LeBron in season tournament MVP to the 2020 bubble championship when they won in during COVID, right? And I hate, and this is what I can't stand about media. This is what I cannot stand about the sports media. And maybe that's where we going right now. Maybe we are air quote sports media, but whatever. I have a different take than them. I don't understand this shit. If the players who are playing in the NBA, the players who are playing during the COVID era are telling you that was the hardest circumstances we have ever played in for multiple reasons. You got some players saying, hey, this was the hardest because I was away from my family. I couldn't do things that I wanted to do. You also have the other side where if you've seen those crazy performances that people were having, where they're literally telling you, look, we were physically at our best because we didn't have to worry about travel. All we had to do was wake up, eat, hoop. That's it. And that's what all we love to do. We didn't have to get on the plane. So we're physically at our best that we could have been. So that means the Lakers got through all of that and won a championship. If everybody on the player side, the players who are playing in the league are telling you this was the hardest for us, this was the hardest, how can media dispute that? If they are saying, look, this in-season tournament, that was tough, that was fun, that was crazy, it was competitive. If the players are saying that, how can you say that? How can us as, or how can the media as being fanatics, because that's what they are, fanatics, how can y'all say that they're not, it's less than, or it's not as important? If they're telling you it's hard, then it's hard. Like, pause. If they're telling you that, you have to respect it. That's it. Stop hating on LeBron. He's 38 years old. Y'all still can't guard him. They still haven't figured out a way to stop him. That's it. He about to be 39 real soon. He about to be 39. They still can't guard him. He's still scoring at an elite level. Bronny literally had his first game. He looked like he looked like you should expect Bronny to look. He hasn't played for real basketball in a while, so he looks fine. He'll be fine. He'll be okay. So that's just that on that. That's that. I'm gonna call it right there. I'm not gonna lie. We're just gonna end abruptly on that. That's episode 1 of Liquid Courage. Moving forward with the podcast, we will be here every Monday. Every Monday we'll be here. I'm not gonna do every day. I'm not gonna do every other day. I'm not doing none of that. We're gonna do every Monday or the day after the Eagles game. Whatever the day after the Eagles game is, that's the day that the podcast will be live. We'll go live with the podcast. We're going to do it live on Kick. Then I'm going to do the little bit of tweaking, a little bit of editing I got to do to it. Then it goes straight up on YouTube, just straight up raw. Who cares? It's a podcast. That's it for me. For those of y'all that's on YouTube, appreciate y'all coming through, pulling up. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think about my Eagles? What do y'all think about my Eagles? Are we going to get back to the Super Bowl or are we cooked? Tell me about Kansas City. Tell me about those crazy, that crazy into that ending to the Kansas City game. Just look it up on YouTube. That's all you got to do is just look at that. That's a microcosm of the game. Yeah, I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.